So yesterday was a great result for us, 3-0. But it wasn't the only game I'm going to talk about today because the youth team played as well in Europe. So first of all, first section is going to be on Tottenham and the 3-0 win. And then there's the second part is just going to be a bit of a look at some of the youth team. So this is how we lined up. Spence fullback, Udogi's injured. I think I heard that he could be out till the new year as well, which will be interesting. Went with Odobert on the left, Richarlison up top. Simmons had a great game again. It's nice to see. He scored the penalty, but thought he played quite well. There were times where he was dropping back and trying to pick up the ball because he was being man-marked in the game. I would have liked to just see him just stay a little bit further up because at times I felt like we were in each other's space. But overall, good performance. I thought Spence was really interesting, and we're gonna talk about Spence and his positioning. But I thought he played well. Improvement, I think, needed from Odobert. I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was playing it safe. It just didn't look like it. I know he's got another gear in him, so I think that's why. But this was a good opportunity for him just to really show what he's made of. But it didn't happen. And obviously Mathys Tel come back into the squad. I'm pleased to see. I'm a bit biased. I like Mathys Tel. I think he's a good player. Just needs a bit more game time, and I probably would have started him today over Odobert because I haven't seen enough from him. But Simmons is looking good at the moment, which is great for us. He's definitely looking a bit stronger, although he didn't win much of his duels yesterday. He's definitely looking stronger, which he needs for the Prem. And I think once he gets that strength and he can hold onto the ball a bit better, then he's going to start kicking on. Obviously, Kudus got a goal as well, which is nice to see from a penalty spot. So, yeah, a good day all round. I wanted to have a look at the positioning. So, I mentioned Jed Spence. When I was watching it, Jed Spence's positions, I was actually surprised by this. I thought he'd be a lot higher up. But he was always in that sort of like middle left channel. He's always an option in there. And at one point, like he was floating around and he was in sort of like the centre attacking midfield position. And it just caused them a little bit of problems, right? Because they didn't know what to do. There's an extra man in there. And it was nice to see, right? He had real intent at getting forward and creating an option. And he made some really great recovery runs as well. So there was one point, I think it was on the right-hand side, it was Kudus, who was in a deeper position than Pedro Porro. And Pedro Porro ran past him whilst he was defending. In my eyes, that should never happen, right? Porro was higher up the pitch and he sprang back and he ran past Kudus. That's the only thing with his game, like, defending-wise, he's not like, he doesn't switch on and you don't see that real intent for him to get back. Jed Spence done it really well on one of them. I mean, he's got great pace, right? I mean, I think that really helps him. Reminds me of back in the day when we had Carl Walker and he had that pace and it always got him out of trouble, right? Similarly for Jed Spence, he's got such great pace. So you see him here, this is sort of his heat map. You see he was all over the place, but mostly looks like it was actually down the left channel, but he was picking himself up in pockets all around the pitch. You compare that to Porro, who was real clear down one side, didn't really drift, and then you compare that to Jed Spence, he drifted quite a lot. Yeah, as I say, it was nice to see. You'll see here, this is Simmons, when I was saying that he was dropping sometimes into those pockets to come and collect the ball. Odobert stayed on the wing, kept the width. I'm not sure. I just didn't think I saw enough from him. But yeah, that's my opinion. So it was a good win all round. I'm pleased with the win. I mean, Bergvall, I don't know if anyone noticed, Bergvall come on and he must have made about 3 or 4 fouls. What else did we have going on? Don't ask me what's going on with Solanke. Colin Mawani came. Oh, Ben Davies came back, which was cool. I still thought Sarr could have been better. It's the second game in a row. I think he had an opportunity he could have done better in, but we'll see what happens. And I was surprised, and I have been surprised over the Champions League games, and respectfully under the teams that you're playing that are maybe you're expected to win against, like the game yesterday against Slavia Prague. I thought Kinski was going to get a shout. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in January, but I don't think he's going to be happy being number 2 for too long. I liked him when I saw him play before, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for him to get some game time. But he's stuck with Vicario. We'll see what happens. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I'm going to move over to the youth game. And you would have seen we've got Callum Olasesi, Luca Williams-Barnett were on the bench yesterday. And they both played in the youth game. It was 9-1. 9-1. And Williams-Barnett got 5 goals. If you don't know about him, look him up, watch some of the videos. Some tidy touches, some fake shots, and then finishes for some of the goals. And one of them, I think it was the 4th, was a lovely, he was on the right-hand side, free kick over the wall. One that you look at and you think maybe a left footer should be taking that. But he curled it sort of over the top of the wall. Great finish. He got 5 goals. Tynan Thompson got 3 goals. Looking like we've got some good youth players. And obviously we haven't had loads come through from the academy. But I think Williams-Barnett is definitely one that if he, obviously he's young at the moment, he's 17 years old. But if he grows strong, he could be a really good player. Technically, probably one of the best in the country. And Tynan Thomas is getting in with a hat-trick there. So we've got some real good potential within our youth team. You see, Olasesi he got 3 assists. So he's the captain he was the captain for that game. I think Williams-Barnett is just that player. I don't know if I can go into it a little bit more here. He's the player that I look at and think he's got something. You see Arsenal have got Dalman. Liverpool have got that youngster, which I can't remember his name, Ingahoma, is it? This is a player that when you look at like players like Odobert that I feel like can do more. And we've got a couple of wingers, and I actually rate Brennan Johnson. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's being utilised to his strength so far this year. But you look at someone like this guy, and then we've got Mikey Moore that's out on loan at Rangers and starting to play really well. He looks like he's like really grown. He's gone from a boy to a man whilst being at Rangers. I don't know if it's just his height or if his strength. He's looked really good when I've watched some highlights. But this guy, you kind of look at and think, we need to create a pathway for him. If some of the top teams, Arsenal can do it, Liverpool are starting to do it with that youngster. Man City always seem to sneak in a youngster every so often. But we need to, what is the pathway for this guy? Like, how are we really going to get the best out of him? I think he played 1 Champions League game. I think it was Bodo Glimt. Where he came off the bench and he looked sharp. But that's what we love as fans, right? We love seeing a young player come through. And I'm really hoping maybe towards the end of this season we can see a bit more of him. I say he's 17 years old. He's played in the under-19s. Look at the stats here on the right-hand side. 27 goals in 32 games in the under-18s. That was last year. Yeah, last year. And then you've got six goals in 5 games for the under-19s. And now he's playing under-21s. So he's 17 playing under-21s. 7 goals in 8 games. He looks like a real good player. Plays for the England under-17s team as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him. But I think he's got real great potential. I mean, look at this. See some of his stats here. We'll have a look what it is per 90. Look at that, nearly 1 goal per 90. I get it. It's younger football, so it is going to be a bit different. But If you haven't already, check out some videos and look him up, because he's going to be a great player. The other one I was going to look at was Tynan Thompson. So he's a winger, but from what I saw yesterday on the replays, his finishing was really good. And you never know. We'll see what happens. We've got some wingers at the moment, but Kulusevski's out. All it takes is a couple of injuries, and then the coach might start looking at some of the youngsters and thinking, look, can I get them in? So, or even in like, I wish we kind of like use some of the youngsters in some like the cup games. So, like I say, even if it is a Champions League game we're playing a team that we feel like we could beat, or if it's League Cup, FA Cup, whatever. But be nice to see some of them, because it means a lot to the fans, right? Seeing a youngster come through, someone that's from the local area, being in the youth team. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and yeah, more Spurs content will be coming. Thanks.